Feather Chair Wheelchair. At 13 pounds, it's the world's lightest wheelchair. It folds in seconds and fits neatly in your trunk, backseat, or closet, so you can take it everywhere. And it's only available right here. Order yours today and get a free wheelchair case, a $50 value, yours free. The Feather Chair. The world's lightest wheelchair is just $4.99 with easy payments as low as $16 a month. Sorry, no Medicare or insurance accepted. So call right now to order yours.
800-823-5826. 800-823-5826. 800-823-5826. That's 800-823-5826.
Wilfred Brimley for Loafing Dog.
I'm Wilfred Brimley for Loafing Dog. You know, when I get the hankering for a hot dog, I go to Cleveland, Texas. Just a couple blocks off the square, they got Loafing Dog. They got the Neely Dog, the Mary Sunshine Dog, the Casey Dog, and the Shirley Dog. They even got the Pacer Dog, the Brooklyn Dog, and the Jim Dog. Can't forget the Shane Dog, or the Joy Dog, and the Monty Dog. I like that fool. Then the Kia Dog and the Braxton Dog round things off. Why, they even got a kids menu too.
Loafing Dog, 208 East Chambers Street, Cleveland, Texas. Lunch, catering, or takeout, plus outdoor seating. Phone number is 817-556-1040.
This is Wilford Brimley, and don't forget, Loafing Dog won't give you diabetes.
Hey, there's something you forgot to do. It sure is hot. Are you sweating like a dog? Wait, what? Dogs don't sweat. Oh no, you forgot to get your window tinted. Whether it's the kitchen window that sits in the sun for the hottest part of the day, or you just got new wheels, call Sharp Window Tinting in Burleson. 817-615-9379, or look them up on the web, sharpwindowtint.com.
If you're trying to quit drinking or doing too many drugs, listen to me. You don't know me and we'll never meet. I had a problem like you once. I drank and used to party a little too much till it got out of control and almost ruined my life. I realized I needed help to fix my problem before it totally destroyed me. If you've tried to fix your drinking and drug problem and you know you can't do it alone, you need to call the National Treatment Advisors. They'll immerse you into a 30-day program to replace your old habits with new habits and totally change your life. If you have PPO private health insurance, the entire program may be covered. Fix your problem right now before it gets any worse. Get clean. Call now and learn more. 877-247-1581. 877-247-1581. 877-247-1581. Fast Track Student Loans can get your student loans out of default, stop any wage garnishments, stop collection calls, and stop seizure of your tax refund. Give yourself a break. Stop the stress and get your student loan payments down to as little as $25 a month based on what you can afford to pay. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395.
Serving Johnson County, Texas. Joco Community Radio.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. This is Real Estate Reality. This is Diana Roberts, your host with eXp Realty, and with me is
Jason Chandler with Affinity Mortgage, Burleson.
Yay!
Yay!
Are you ready to talk some real estate today?
I am.
All right, awesome. What are we talking about?
Well, I think we decided social media. What else is there to talk about? It's all you hear is social media. Social media.
Yes.
You got to get the social media. You got to be relevant on there, right?
Yes, absolutely. Because it's like huge in business. Like, what would we do without? What if they do without social media? I can tell you, but let me see. You
It
probably
was
know
a
too.
simpler time.
It was
It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. It was yeah. It's hard to imagine now, huh? No social media, but yeah, I guess a lot more parties, a lot more social events.
Mhm. Door
but
knocking,
yeah,
flyers,
mm-hmm.
mail outs.
Mail outs. Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
That was the
Yes.
best way, I'm sure, before social media, just to promote your
I
business.
can even remember using fax machines, believe it or not.
Right.
Yeah,
Yes.
back in the
Faxing
day.
them flyers.
Yeah, fax flyers, absolutely.
And now you could just hit send
Yeah. Now everybody sees
on your
it.
social media to
Yeah.
somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, who are we talking about? Most of the buyers are going to be your millennials, is
Yeah.
your biggest group. And then you've got the Generation Z, which is basically 23-year-olds and younger.
Yeah.
So that is, those two together are over 50%, well over 50% of the buying market, with people like me, Generation X, and then we still have the great baby boomers around, but even the baby boomers are looking at social media. So
Oh, yeah.
everybody's looking at it.
And using it. Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
yeah, it's crazy how many people I've seen that are using social media. Like my parents are using social media, which, they're not too old, but I mean, it's still weird. Like my dad gets on there and he's friended all of my friends. And then he's sending them messages and stuff on social media. I'm like, oh my gosh, what are you doing? But social media, it is huge. But here's all the different dashboards, social media dashboards that we have available. Did you know? Let me see if you know all these. Okay. So there is, of course, Facebook, right? There's Twitter, LinkedIn, WordPress. Still haven't looked that one up. Tumblr and Flickr.
The last three I don't know about.
Right. Okay. So Tumblr, I found out, is a networking, it's basically another networking Facebook, but it's so different and it's weird. So I looked that one up and I even made an account. And then Flickr is like a photo art kind of social media situation. Pretty neat. So I signed up with that one too. Now you don't want to get overwhelmed with social media, and we'll go into that because there's some pros and cons, like do's and don'ts really on social media, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because there's quite a bit of it that we're doing that really we're just either overworking or we're not doing it right. We're making some mistakes in it and it's not working for us when we want it to work for us, right? Social media needs, in our industries, social media needs to work for us.
Oh
Am
yeah.
I right? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's why you do it.
Yeah, exactly. So, all right, let's go into focusing on social media network to exclusion of all others. Okay. I found this and I want to kind of talk about this a little bit. So, Facebook is still a social media giant. Did you know that?
It's the one I know best. I mean,
Right.
I'm the one I'm most comfortable navigating through, and yeah, I would be surprised if anything was larger.
Right. Well, there is.
There
You get
is?
ready for this? Okay. So, one of the
Uh,
platforms that I didn't say earlier was YouTube.
the videos.
YouTube has become so huge right now. So listen to this. Used by 68% of American adults is Facebook, right? But compared with the 73% that uses YouTube, according to Pew Research study. Do you see the difference there? That's
Yeah.
huge. I mean, it's not too huge, but it's still huge.
Yes.
Because I mean, you're thinking about like more people are looking at YouTube. People are posting YouTube to Facebook.
Yes.
So they're on YouTube or they're on TikTok, which we'll get into that too. TikTok was another one I have not mentioned yet, but that is also another social media platform. And
Mhm.
remember, those of you that are listening, if you guys have anything to chime in on any of this, please do because we love to hear from you guys. Okay. All right. So the success of YouTube, the flight of young users to Instagram and Snapchat and recent Facebook news feeds changes that prioritize personal over business content prove that not even businesses with large follower counts, a single social media site can assume that they have a captive audience, right?
Okay.
You would think they'd have a captive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you should create and maintain a business profile on multiple social media platforms. But the also thing like you want to accommodate audience that will go through and flick through to the multiple social media platforms that you do already have, right? So in order to do that, you've got to have multiple social media platforms.
Right.
Does that make sense? I
Yeah.
feel like I kind of got lost a little bit there too. Because all right, so basically what this article is saying is that you want to prioritize your personal over your business content.
That's what gets people's attention.
Yeah.
The people that know, we've had people on this show talking social media.
Yeah.
And they're like, look, don't just overload them with business. People want to know you're human.
Yes.
You know, don't be afraid to do and it sounds so easy, right? Just snap a video like us right now. We could just snap a video online, post on Facebook, and it looks fun, or if it looks like we do something goofy, it's going to get attention.
Yes.
And then people will look at your business side. But if you're doing all business, then people might just be like, well, not really interested. It's like, nah, there's nothing funny here.
Yeah, they start to lose interest.
There's nothing interesting. So that they all apparently they want to know who you are, what's going on in your life. Why should I listen to you?
Exactly. That is exactly right. So,
mhm.
and I
Makes
think,
sense.
yeah, I think that's why that is so that's so important to know within your business, that you need to be able to establish both on both your personal business pages, or your personal, and also on your business pages. It just you need to be able to establish both on there if you really want to be successful on social media platforms.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's something that I'm still working on. I don't know about you, but I still struggle with going. I post everything to my personal, and I still have the same amount of people on my personal that I do on my business, but I still need to convert it over to my business too, to keep people viewing my business page.
Yeah, and I would say that I do some Facebook posts, and they all start from the business, and for my business on the Facebook side anyway.
Right.
Because on Facebook you have your personal and then your business side, but if you post with a business, that's going to automatically, because you can't just invite friends on business; they're invited through your personal. so it all they kind of flow through each other.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. So it's like, do I still keep both of these running? I think from what this article is saying, you guys, is if you do have both, definitely keep them both going, but make sure to, whatever you post on your personal, if it's cute and funny or something that might grab your clients, or, potential clients, go ahead and post it over onto that business page. Right.
Oh yeah.
It'd be so, you could even share it like, hey, this is something I posted on my personal page. I just thought you guys might like it too. And then move it over to your business side.
Yeah.
I mean, that's going to hit people. Like that's going to, it's going to get them wanting to interact with you. So it's perfect. All right. So the other thing that I wanted to talk about too is, so going without a social media marketing strategy. So this I feel is huge. Because I don't think any of us, I can only speak for myself really, but from other agents and stuff that I've spoken with, I don't think a lot of them are utilizing this as well. And this was huge for me to just even read. I was like, oh man, I need a strategy, right? I need days. Like this is something that another agent that I knew did, and he's very successful. And he actually puts in his calendar what days and what time he's going to do a post. If it's going to be a video or just like something funny, comical, he's got that in his calendar as a reminder. I mean, that's huge. I'm actually starting to somewhat incorporate this into my calendar, because I can get forgetful and we get busy.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So it's like social media sometimes it's like the last thing on our mind, but it's so big and huge for us right now.
If you try to wing it, I tell you that's tough. When you're sitting there, what to post, when to post. I mean, you can do it. You can wake up every day and just go, here's something. But boy, if you would just sit there and plan your next week out on, is it a Saturday, is it a Sunday, that you're saying, here's what I'm going to post the next 5 or 6 days,
right?
And here's about the time. I'm no by no means an expert on any of the social media, but I've been around enough people to know that you can find times when your target audience, when they're available, when what time frames that they go on and actually look at your would see your post.
Right.
So if that time frame is from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m., then you're probably not wanting to post in the morning.
No.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
And I've actually had someone show me that you can, like, at least on the Facebook side, I'm not even going to try to explain how to do it, but just you Google how to find out target audiences, what time they're looking. But he went right on and said, look, based on this, your target audience is on. And he gave me a 4-hour time frame. He goes, look, this is the most. So this is, when you would post, and you can do that from your own Facebook.
Oh yeah.
It's right there. So it's not like you have to hire someone to do it.
Yeah, you can even schedule it.
And then according to that, on this time frame, then that's when you're going to put your post, right?
Yeah.
And then you can decide, well, this one's going to be funny and about this, and this one's going to be a video, and Wednesday's this and Thursday's that. And
yeah, absolutely. Because the lenders, like, you guys know when when you're going to be able to know when the rates have changed.
Yes.
Like, they pretty much give you like a set day, set schedule, right? For that, when you pretty much get it or receive it. Am I close?
Well,
or is it can be random, especially I'm sure now.
I mean, right now it's just in normal times, yeah, you rates stay about the same, and ahead of time, boy, when this happens. But in today's market, we know the Fed's going to raise rates again. We already know that's going to happen later this month. But what happened between Friday and yesterday was a big deal on rates going up.
Right.
So, and there wasn't necessarily an indicator going, get ready, here it comes. It just happened. And it's like, what the hell happened? I mean, then we have to go look at it. Why? What caused this and that? Oh, something in Europe happened this time that changed it.
We should talk about that at the very end of the show. Let's do that. Because I think we need to do that.
But yeah, going back to, you find your target, because with each of these platforms,
right,
there's probably going to be a way. There's definitely going to be a way to find out when your target audience, a stretch of hours that they most likely will see it, and then plan your post accordingly. To post during that time.
Absolutely, because that's when they're going to see it. So you want to utilize that time frame for sure. I mean, that's ideal and perfect. So if you guys heard that, definitely start doing that for sure. All right, so posting random photos. Okay, they say that videos and text to every social media platform, business profiles is fruitless exercise that may win you a few followers in the short term, but will not sustain the growth of your social media channels over the long run. I was like, wow, mind blown, right?
Yeah.
That's intense.
So it's not enough just to do a video, is what
no,
you're saying.
Absolutely not. So who is your social media content aimed at? These are some questions you might want to start thinking about and asking. This is your target audience, right? You need to understand that. And what will you be posting? Nail down both the types of content, so photo, video, or text, and the theme and specific and specific message that the content will convey. Also, when will you post? Like we were talking about, make sure you know the time frame that your audience on your social media is viewing your posts, so that you're posting at the right time. And then where? Determine which social media platforms you will post on, and to which platforms you will post specific, I can't say that word today, specific types of content.
Quit using it then.
Okay. And then why set an overall goal you want your content to achieve? Be it to gain 1,000 followers or win X amount of new leads, right? So you need to know why you're doing it too, because that's going to be huge too. It's like anything. When you set a goal, right, you also use this same kind of content to discover why you have that goal. What are you trying to accomplish in that goal? That should be what's going on in your social marketing as well.
That makes sense.
Right.
And it always comes back to why.
Yeah. Why?
If you're being like you coaching, when they're talking about your attitude, anything you do, it's always why? Why are you doing it?
Yeah. Are you just doing it to do it because everybody else is doing it? Give yourself a really good why, right? Is that what you?
Yeah. I mean, why? We think of all the questions: who, what, when, where, why. But almost any strategist or teacher, coach is going to tell you that the why may be the most important question of it all.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Because that's really getting back into who you are and your passion or whatever for your industry. And then the other questions help you navigate, how to show people your why.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Absolutely.
the why.
And to have a specific content though too. I think that that's really huge because I feel like when I see a lot of other platforms out there, I see a lot of other agent platforms. Sometimes I see so much of so many different random things. I feel like that's huge. If you have one thing that is it's going to reach somebody if you continuously have that same similar content because they know now, hey, she is actually the professional of this. I should contact her. I do know this other friend of mine that's a realtor, but and same with lender, right? This lender is really hitting on something like investment or whatever. He's really hitting on investment. I need to hit him up instead of that other guy that I was thinking about communicating with, right?
That could be, yeah, a consistent approach or a subject line.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot when you say real estate that does cover a whole lot. So don't paint yourself in a corner as only being this person, but you can show where you specialize and maybe where you stand out, or maybe where one of your strengths are.
Yeah.
Hey, this is in my wheelhouse. You hear that? This is right in my wheelhouse. Well, whether it be like the bank statement program, lending, or whatever. So yeah, no, that's a good point. Absolutely.
Right? I think so too.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So the next one is censoring negative reviews or feedback. Oh my gosh. Like this one's going to be huge, you guys, because I know we all have experienced some negative feedback, right?
Oh yeah.
Yes. So far, I haven't seen it on mine yet.
Oh, you didn't get my comments?
No,
I'm just joking.
I haven't had any negative comments so far, so that's good, but doesn't mean it won't happen. But this is what they say about this. If you delete negative business reviews or feedback that you assume will hurt your business, listen to this. In truth, the act of censorship will do far more damage to your brand than the feedback itself. Wow. And this is why, because we need to own it, right? You need to own when sometimes we make a mistake. All right. So, but when you receive constructive criticism that is valid, don't delete it or ignore it. Okay. Don't delete it and just ignore it. Okay. So if you publicly acknowledge it and figure out how to use it to improve your business, boom. Right? Mic
Yes.
drop.
Yeah. You can walk out of the room now. No, that's exactly right. This happened and we regret that, but what it's done is it opened our eyes to a new opportunity, and here's how we've improved and to make sure that won't happen again.
Absolutely.
But
and that's when you talk to them about it too. That's when sorry, I did not mute my phone. That's when you go back and you say something on that review or whatever post it was, and you want to be respectful. You don't want to attack the person. Don't feel like you're being attacked when you're being criticized either. We got to look at it this way. We all have things that kind of happen in our lives that sometimes may take over how we professionally utilize our business sometimes versus actually allowing some of those life things to kind of get in the way, and we may make a mistake. We need to realize that we are human. We're going to make mistakes. So if we make a mistake, own it and go back and say something towards that post of, hey, you know what? I know that I did that, and this is what I'm doing now to improve that. So I really appreciate you for bringing that to my attention.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's huge.
Turning lemons into lemonade.
Exactly, because people don't only just read the reviews, they read the comments after those reviews too.
Yeah.
I know I do.
Yeah, because that's you're looking, that's what sells, you're looking for, is there a confrontation here? How's this going to be handled? Mm-hmm. And sometimes it can get uncomfortable. I've seen conversations with a lender, and then another lender will get on and disagree. And I've seen good debate on, hey, I see your point here, but there's this and that, and we offer this, whereas most want, and then it's just been like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. I've been in this industry longer, and it's people, the people that really care, they don't want to see that, you know,
Bickering.
they want to see, no, let's debate. I mean, let's throw some ideas out here, because really then you can teach while you're talking to someone else in your field.
Yeah.
The people that are reading that can actually learn something from both sides.
Absolutely.
So yeah, that's how you should approach it.
Yeah.
And if that post catches you at the wrong time, then guess what? Do not respond to the post. Go have a drink of iced tea or whatever it is that gets you, and walk the dog, come back, and do it later.
Right.
Don't
Or a
ever-
margarita,
Well, I said whatever, fudge brownie, whatever.
a cookie. Have a cookie.
Well, whatever you need.
I love it.
So, but no, I mean, a lot can be learned through debate. If
Absolutely.
you've ever listened to a good debate and watch, it's like, wow, both sides are really putting up, good points, and that's what you hope to see if it comes down to two people in the same industry or talking to each other. And
Yes.
Yeah,
absolutely.
very good
I
point.
completely
Good
agree.
point.
Yes. And okay, so I'm going to go into engaging verbal attacks. So you want to make sure that if you have any verbal attacks, this is one of the biggest social media marketing mistakes. Did you know that? It's when they come back and attack the other person publicly. Like, that's terrible. So if this happens, it says followers make or they make a ridiculous remark that doesn't warrant a response, right? Then don't lash out with a similar retort. Ignore it, right? The negative comment requires an answer, but if you feel 100% that negative comment requires an answer, respectfully address it. Like we were saying, have something that is, it's facts and it steers clear from making it even worse situation, right? Blowing up more in your face, which is not going to make you look good at all, especially in your business. You got to understand that. If you are running a business, I don't care what business you're running, the worst thing that you can do is attack another business or another individual publicly on social media. That is the worst thing that you can do. It does not make you look good. It makes you look so bad as a person, as an individual, and then people don't want to deal with you because of it. Unless they're the same and they love doing the same thing that you're doing. You might get some business, but you're going to lose some business and good business.
I agree. I mean, everyone out there has either sent an email or a text to one person that they wish they hadn't.
Yeah.
As soon as you send it, it's like,
dang it, why did I send that?
Well, now you're sending it out to hundreds, potentially thousands of people, and you can't unsend it.
No,
I guess you can remove it.
You can delete it. Yeah,
but how many people are going to see it before you delete it? You don't know that. So yeah, be careful. But people out there also know if someone is just like, well, that's the stupidest thing I ever heard, and you don't know what you're doing, and that's their comment, and they have nothing to say, and they're coming out like that. Your average person looking at that is not going to think that person's real credible. They're going to be like, wow, you're just coming in attack mode, insulting.
Yeah.
That to me, that person that posted that has already put themselves kind of on the lower level from the viewers are like, well, this person's not very credible,
Yeah, exactly.
So you should realize that, hey, now you have the upper hand. So unless you're going to come back constructive, don't say anything at all.
Right.
Or only address if there was something in the subject matter, that needs to be said.
Yeah, exactly. Like with facts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't.
And respectful.
Yeah.
And don't do it while you're angry, like you said, for sure. Like Jason said, you really should be calm.
Yeah.
Before you get back on there and do anything.
You have to be.
You really have to be.
Or you'll end up looking like the idiot.
Yes. Yes. And once somebody's seen something, even if it was for just a little bit, when you finally came back to your senses and was like, oh, I should not have done that. And now you're going back and deleting it. Somebody has already seen it or multiple people have already seen it. So again, you can't really take it back. You can, but you can't. So I disagree with, doing anything remotely like that. So definitely refrain.
Yeah, well, you own it.
Right? Yeah, you own it
because it's like a dog. If you let it off its leash, you're responsible. If that dog goes and bites somebody or tears up something, you're going to be the one. They're not yeah, they'll blame the dog, but it's the dog owner.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, the dog, whatever. It's you, it's the owner. So yeah, you have to own your post and what you put out there, and you have to, you know, make sure your stuff's credible.
Absolutely.
Yeah, don't put stuff out there that's not credible.
Yeah, exactly. I 100, and I've seen that before, which is just thrown me for a loop. And it's almost like, you want to reach out to that person, say, why did you do that? But, yeah. Well, we're going to go to break really quick, guys. Stay tuned. We got some more really good social media info for you guys. All right. We'll see you in a bit.
Accelerated Graphics and Science 101 East Renfro, Sweet Sea in Burleson, Texas, can handle all of your graphic needs. Need a banner or promotional products for your business? They got you covered. T-shirts and caps for your group. All you need to figure out is if you want them screen printed or embroidered. How about some slick graphics on that hot ride to make you stand out from the crowd? Accelerated Graphics and Science can handle anything you throw at them. Located at 101 East Renfro Street, Sweet Sea in Burleson, Texas, go in and see them. Call them at 817-991-0523 or reach them on the web at www.acceleratedgraphics.net. They are loud and proud and want to serve you. Accelerated Graphics.
Out of dead carpet giving you the blues? Tired of your old dingy and broken tile? Let my friends at the Floor Store in Cleburne, Texas give your home the makeover it deserves. This is Old Taco Joe coming to you for the Floor Store. Whether it's carpet, tile, wood flooring, or real wood laminate, the Floor Store can cover all of your flooring needs. Located at 405 West Henderson Street in Cleburne, Texas, owner Brent Harris can help. Shower tile, tub surrounds, even backsplashes. Give them a call today at 817-641-9444. The Floor Store, they got you covered.
When you're hungry for tender brisket or some delicious homemade cobbler, then look no further than Leach Brothers Barbecue, located at 1106 East Henderson in Cleburne, Texas. Leach Brothers has been family owned and operated since 1950. Take it from me, Taco Joe Orwinski. Todd and his family have been filling my belly breakfast, lunch, and dinner for a long time. Heck, I even have my own booth, open Monday through Saturday, 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. Come see them for dine-in, carry out, and all your catering needs.
Serving Johnson County, Texas, Joco Community Radio.
All right, we are back. So, Joco Community Radio is proud to be the voice of Johnson County, Texas, and is live 365 on the TuneIn Radio Network. To listen or watch, simply go to tuneinjoco.com to choose where and how. The Joco Community Radio app is now available for free on Android and Apple devices. Simply search your store. Check out our lineup and more on jococommunityradio.com. This episode and more brought to you by Patriot Claims, making your insurance work for you. Reach out to our Texas sales rep and my personal friend, Nona Reed, at 844-839-4245. All right. So we are back. We were still talking about some of the don'ts, right? These are some things to definitely pay attention to, not wanting to do on your social media. So the other one I think that we wanted to talk about was posting copyrighted images. Don't do that. Make sure that you have permission to post it, right?
I think an attorney would tell you that. Yeah.
Don't want any legal lawsuits, guys.
Yeah.
So pictures, anything like that, just make sure it's not copyrighted. If it's already been posted, then it's free game, from what I understand. But if it's been posted by just one individual, you might want to reach out to them and ask them if, hey, I really like what you posted. Is it cool if I use this? Is it copyrighted? Really quick, to the point, make that happen. I'm just saying, right? I would.
I think so.
Yeah.
Just be careful out there, okay?
Yeah, I love that. Be careful out there. All right, relying on canned responses. Don't use those. Keep it personalized. Keep it personable. Right? We're trying to build a rapport and a relationship with these people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't just like it.
Don't just like it. No.
We got actually have to comment. Okay.
Well, this is like if they send you a message. So if you get a message on social media, you know
Mhm.
how you can have it to where these messages are already you can use on the social media that the messages that are already there for you. Like it's already, what is the word I'm looking for? Help me here, Jason.
Well, I don't know what's called.
They've already
but
been established.
Yeah, it's just the little buttons that you can push.
Yeah, you know the robot responses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've even seen my emails started doing that recently. Like, wow, I could push a button if I wanted to, but yeah, I'm like, no. So yes,
Yes.
that's right. Don't someone gives you a comment, don't give them just don't click a button.
Right.
You type out your response.
Right.
You know.
In Messenger as well. So if they send you a message,
Oh yeah.
be personable. Get out there and say, "Hey, this is yeah, I can definitely help you with that." Da 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 da. You
Sure.
know, and hey, I've got this time slot and this time. If you're busy, I've got this time and this time available. Which one works best for you? That's really quick and easy to respond back to somebody to where you can actually have a personal conversation with them when you're available. So I really feel that that's good.
Absolutely.
Huge, guys, huge. All right. So spamming your followers. Don't do that. So you shouldn't resemble a steady stream of buy now links. Don't do that. Okay. Spamming tactics are major social media marketing mistakes, as they will almost certainly encourage customers to hit the unfollow button. We don't want that, guys. You don't want that, right?
I
don't
don't
want
think
that
that's
either.
anybody's goal.
I don't
No.
think so either. So don't let that happen. So post promotional content. Okay. Do a lot more of that. Incorporate a sales mention into a larger, more engaging conversation about how the brand fits into the lives of these clients, guys. Right?
Yeah.
I think that's huge.
What's going on?
Yeah. Are you
It-
doing some
it-
of these?
Yeah. No, absolutely. And each one you try to tie, it has to do with real estate. It has to do with what the market's doing. It has to do with rates, all that good stuff.
Absolutely.
But each one, you try not to just, like Rubber said, like, hey, this is Coca-Cola. This is Coca-Cola. It's not that. It's this happened today, or here's something. Sometimes it's survey. Hey, what do you think about this? Question A, question B. Just the approach of what people think is going on in the market, what's actually happening, how is it now compared to the history of our market. So yes, there's different ways, and I actually use some professional advice on mine.
Yeah.
That they'll come, I'd like to say they're all my great ideas, but no, but I'm like, wow, that's really good way to engage. That's an interesting post. Yeah, I would want to read that. When I see it post, I'm like, yeah, that does look good.
I'd like to also use that.
but they're just different ways to communicate. Not always. Not that consistency is wrong, but yeah, it's not just driving one message.
Right.
It's you're trying to teach.
Yeah.
These things are designed to teach and let people know that, hey, for your industry, you are a professional, and you do want to teach people about what's going on, and the variety of the approach shows your variety of the market, that not just one part of the market, but several.
Yeah, exactly. And that takes me back to what they were saying earlier is, have a specific content, but also you're going to have a specific content, but you've got to understand we are professionals and we are trying to put out there in teaching the consumers our job, what we're doing, how we can benefit them, right? So you want to reach more people. So every once in a while, put something different in there. You want to kind of, because that goes back to what they're saying here, right? It's you don't want it to just be buy now, buy now, buy now. You want it to be, hey, this just happened in the market. I just wanted to share this with you. I know I typically go over this content, but hey, I wanted to really share this with you because I am a professional and I have all of the knowledge in this industry and I wanted to share it with you.
That's right.
Right?
Yeah.
I think that that's huge. All right. So I know you've got some awesome things, some 8 steps.
Well, this is Realtor Magazine.
Yes.
The
I
most
love
recent
Realtor
edition,
Magazine.
summer 2022. And I believe we're still in 2022. So let's see what they say. Step number 1: decide on a goal for the content you'll create. And here's what's important: are you trying to get new customers, or are you trying to re-engage with former customers, or
Oh, yeah.
or maintain existing relationships you have with customers?
Yeah.
So you need to identify, and it doesn't say it has to be one or the other, but it could be everybody. But know who you're trying to go after, right? Who is your target audience?
Absolutely.
So, I mean, if you don't know that, then you are kind of just shooting in the wind,
Yeah.
hoping. So
Right.
it looks like a good rule number 1 to me. What do you think?
I think so. I think so. I think you really do want to know who you're wanting to really reach out to. And that goal can change. It doesn't always have to be, okay, well, maybe right now you're a little slower and now you need new leads. But you still want to somewhat engage some of those former leads, just let them know you're still there. And a lot of that will be campaigning. And so I think it talks about campaigning, if I'm not mistaken. And if it doesn't, we definitely should address that too, because campaigning is huge in lending and in real estate. You want to be able to have those campaign emails that are going to those former clients, and that should be happening all the time. So you should be touching on that all the time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your CRMs,
Yes.
customer retention marketing programs.
Exactly.
I don't care what industry you're in, referral from someone you've helped.
Mhm.
I'm sorry, you can point out anything else. There's nothing better, no better lead than someone you've helped get into a home referring you.
Oh yeah.
I mean, the trust, because they're not going to refer their friends and family to someone who, they don't trust. It's not a guarantee that you're going to get the deal.
Yeah.
But man, it's a big first step
It
in
is.
gaining that trust. So yeah, you don't never forget the people you've helped.
For sure.
And that you will continue to help. Chances are the first you helped them with their first house, chances are they're not going to stay in that house, right?
But chances are, yeah.
But if out of sight, out of mind, if you're not reminding them that, hey, you're a realtor, you're in this business, to help them find a new home when they're ready to sell their current home, then I'm sorry, it's not their job to remember you. Doesn't matter if you did a good job or not. It's your job to remind them constantly that when they need something involving real estate, that you are the person they should talk to.
Absolutely. And that goes with lending too.
Well, it's that's what I say. It's your job though.
Yeah, it is. Absolutely.
And that's a mistake I made young, and not realizing, just being like, yeah, I helped, I did a good job. Well, they'll remember me, and then you find out, oh, you bought another house, you used another lender. Why? Oh, I didn't. God, Jason, I'm sorry. You did such a great job. And then it's like, I go back and pout. I can't believe they did that to me. Then I was like, they didn't do it to me.
I did it to me.
I did to me by not reminding them this is what I do for a living.
Yeah.
It's not their job to remember. It's your job to remind them.
Absolutely.
And that's the beauty of social media. You can constantly be reminding them. So yes, not to get sorry to go so long on that, but I don't think there's anything as important as the people that you've already helped.
Right.
There's no better testimony to who you are than the people that you've already helped. So
that's true.
Never ever forget about your existing relationships.
No, absolutely. So I do agree with that. And I feel like, honestly, I think social media for me is more like getting new leads and just having new faces see me to where they remember me and want to call me when they're about to do anything real estate wise. So I feel like I use my CRM more or less to be able to continue communication with my previous clients. But I feel like for social media, I want to use it for more or less for my new ones. But also my previous clients are on there, so they're going to see those posts too. So
yeah,
it works both ways, I feel.
But you got your target. Again,
I got my target.
Who are you targeting? And that's where you set your plan out and what we talked about before. On the second one, and maybe for those listeners that we have right now, maybe you tried doing social media in the past and you're like, well, I didn't really see it. maybe some of the things that we've talked about, some of the advice that we're giving you from professionals that, this is what they do, that you're saying, hey, let me get back in this game. I want another shot at doing this the right way. Well, number 2 in the Realtor magazine is, if you're returning from a social media break, first of all, acknowledge your absence in your first post. Let people know what's been going on. Don't just start asking for business. Tell them you took a break. You miss them, you love them, all that good stuff. Acknowledge, hey, I'm out, but hey, you're going to be seeing a lot more of me going forward. So
yeah, I've come back. I'm back.
Don't just step back on stage and just start acting. Just
right.
Say, hey, missed you guys. Whatever you got to do, but that doesn't seem like a big step, but that could be an important step.
And use the Eminem song, "Look Who's Back."
Guess
back
who's
again. Diana's back. Tell your friends. Okay, go ahead.
All right, Eminem. Here we go.
You're welcome, guys.
Now, number 3, I really like this because we're talking, what are we, Joco Radio, right?
Yeah, we're Joco Radio.
Joco's Johnson County.
Yes.
Well, it's, I'm just going to read directly. It says, become knowledgeable on the local farmers market, a charity or sporting event, new restaurant, or whatever will interest, people in your area. You talk about the agriculture that we've got, the football, we've got 2 high schools. You got the football going on at that level. I mean, football's back, baby. I mean, this is the best time of the year.
We know what he's going to be posting about soon.
Absolutely. So what's your community? What do the people care about?
Yeah.
Because that's, people like to read, or they're going to stop and look at stuff they care about, right? If I see a football going in the air on a picture of it on Facebook or a video or whatever, I'm going to stop and go, what's going on?
Oh, yeah.
Same thing. What about hunting? That's dove season to start September 1st. The rain finally stops, so maybe we'll get some birds,
That would be nice.
But that's what's going on though, right?
Yes.
What is going on in our community right now? And of course, you always have the ranching and farming.
Oh, yeah.
So, in the much needed rain that they all need. So you use
that. Post something like, absolutely. Use what's going around in your community. I think that's huge. That's a good one. We didn't touch base on that a minute ago, so that's good.
I wasn't in that.
It wasn't in that.
I really liked is,
yes.
Hey, now if I'm farming, if I'm in Dallas, Texas, in the middle of Dallas, and that's my market, am I talking about farming and ranching? Probably
not.
Yeah. No. So what is your market?
Yes, exactly.
So it's just so easy, basic, but you never know.
Oh yeah, I agree.
People might look past that. Now, here's number 4. And this will go back to a lot of what I think we've talked about. They suggest sharing a personal photo or family photo that tells a story about real estate or something going on in your own life. This is a quote: our networks like to engage when we are coming from the human side.
Oh, absolutely.
So you show you're human.
Yeah, show your humanity. Absolutely.
Someone takes a video of you falling down, use it,
Yes, exactly. I agree. Make it happen, Captain.
Show you're human, though, right?
Yes.
And let's see. And now this one, I don't know. Let's see. Ensure that you have the ability to capture the emails of those who like your social media pages. That's not real long. It says there may be others in your market crushing it with social media, but they are not you. There is room for you. So I think what that's trying to say is find a way to, and that's maybe going back and studying whatever platform you're on, to be able to convert these people to maybe email campaigns and stuff
absolutely.
Like you were talking with your CRM, customer retention. Well, you can use that also for a good CRM for new clients, new leads.
Absolutely.
That you've come across. If someone gives you a business card, you put them in your CRM.
Yep.
Any new contact you make, you should have a CRM, and you should put those people in there, and in the different categories: existing clients, business card leads, lenders, real estate agents, whatever. And then your CRM can be used to do email campaigns.
Absolutely.
So this is going past just the social media, but actually, email. I'm sorry. I mean, I can't tell you how many I get a day. It's several hundred minimum.
Oh yeah, same.
Saying
Mine's full right now.
yeah, the average person, right?
I've got it. I'm cleaning it out now
Yeah,
as we speak.
that's what they all say.
But I will say that is a huge thing, because you can go of the people that you see that are liking your posts a lot. Go ahead and send them a sweet little message on Messenger and say, hey, I saw you liking my posts. I think that's really awesome. Hey, I would really love to be able to send you some really awesome, informative information on real estate. If you're interested on the market, I can send these to you. They can come monthly. I would love to be able to share those with you. Would you mind providing me your email address?
Yes.
There you go. Boom.
Because email address is, unless they've posted, like you can get my email address on my website, but not every person has their own website where they're
well, I would get it from them personally, though.
That's what I
yeah.
mean, but yeah,
because that's better. Because then they're not going to be one that unsubscribes because they don't know that you're sending it. Now they're just getting spam emails, and what they're seeing is just spam emails, and they didn't want that. They didn't ask for it. So give them the opportunity to ask for those.
That's a good point. If they gave it, because they're the ones that gave it to you, so they're not going to mind you emailing it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they trusted you enough to give you their email.
That is huge right there in itself.
Mm-hmm.
If they trust you to give you their email,
yeah,
that's a big deal, guys.
No, that is
a potential client right there that you can keep in contact with and keep them seeing you and seeing your beautiful face, and you're good to go.
Absolutely.
That's somebody that's probably going to come back and say, you know what, that lady keeps sending me these awesome emails, and I've actually been reading them, and I need to sell my house. I'm going to call her. Or I need that mortgage guy. He's sending me all this awesome stuff about rates. I'm going to send him a message back. I need him to be my mortgage lender.
Yep. And it's because of an email.
Yeah. All because of an email.
All because of an email. So, yes. But that's just another way that you're taking social media, and then it's giving you another platform, for people to look at. So absolutely.
Yeah.
Number 6, don't overwhelm yourself trying to use every single social platform at the same time.
Oh yeah.
What this suggests is focus on perfecting your message on one network at a time. Now, maybe, and this goes on to say maybe 2, since Facebook and Instagram tie together.
Yes.
Which is really good.
Yeah.
You post on Facebook, it's that's Instagram.
Well, it's Meta Business, so you can use the Meta Business to be able to promote on both platforms yourself. You just go to the Meta and Meta website, or I don't know. So when you go onto your Facebook, there is a way to add your Instagram to it, and it turns into this Meta, and you can get all your messages and everything, and you can even schedule what posts you want to come out at what time and how many times a week or how many times a month. So it's huge, and it goes to both. So yes, you're absolutely correct.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. 2 birds, 1 stone.
Exactly.
Like that.
Exactly.
And we'll finish up on these last 2 now. Number 7, it screams out every person, every expert will ever have up here. Video.
Yes, video.
Nothing does. Video is paramount.
It is. It's working so well, guys. Like, we just need to really get it. It's still a challenge for me. I'm working on it.
It is, and everybody, and they make it, God, when people that do it so well are sitting there and saying, it's so easy. I just sit there and I'm driving and I just video myself talking, or I'm sitting in my office or whatever. And it does sound easy, but for most of us, it's not. And I've talked to people, how do you overcome it? No, you don't have to go see a psychiatrist or anything like that to get over your fear. They're like, you just got to do it till you feel comfortable.
Yeah.
First time you start swinging a baseball bat, it's not comfortable.
No.
A golf club, it's not comfortable. Tennis racket, whatever. Shooting a basket, it's not comfortable, but you get repetition, and that's really what every expert that knows that's worth their salt is going to tell you is you just got to practice it.
Absolutely.
And you got to get over that fear, and that's the only way to get over that fear is to start feeling better about it. And then last but not least, number 8, don't get caught up in buzzwords like algorithms, hashtags. just focus on creating engaging content to start, and think about adding the other hashtags and marketing tools once you've found your voice. So don't sit there with someone's going like, well, this many algorithms is what you need to convert this to this. They're talking to you like you're in algebra class or something, right? And you're sitting there go, what, A plus B equals what?
Mhm.
F squared? No, don't let the jargon. There's that word jargon,
Jargon.
again. Try to become, the expert on that. So just find your voice, get it out there, and then once you have your voice, then you can go back and maybe talk to an expert too, and worry about your algorithms and how many people you're hashtagging each time. So that's some good stuff from Realtor Magazine, and I just wanted to share that.
Yeah, if you're not getting Realtor Magazine, you really should. I like to go through
Yeah.
it and read some of the articles that come out because it's just really informative. So I do want to touch base on, I think it was number 6 that you were talking about on, being able to tie in your Instagram and Facebook together. So there is something really awesome, guys. And if you don't know about this, I'm about to tell you. It is Postling Social Media Dashboard. Postling is a free for personal use and small businesses. Agents can use Postlink to post content, stay organized, and reach their customers. What? Did you know about this?
It's free.
It's free. I mean, I like free. So you can schedule posts in advance. You can stay on top of comments, and it publishes to all in one place. Okay, so that's also informative. No social media statistics. So Postlink shows stats so agents can see which days their posts are most effective and their post to comment ratios. So that helps with what you were saying about, right?
Yeah.
And then connect multiple users to Postlink accounts. Cool.
Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Daily email summary. Every morning, Postlink sends a daily digest email recapping the recent activity for all of their social media accounts, where you can see your newest comments, Yelp, and City Search reviews, and tracking results. I mean, hello. Track business and competitors. Create personal search terms, and Postlink pulls in results from blogs, news articles, tweets, and Flickr photos. Instant email alerts of comments. Postlink sends instant email alerts to any account to agent selects, including alerts when they get a Twitter reply, blog comment, or post on their Facebook page.
Sounds like it keeps you in the loop.
It really does.
You know what's going on with your social media. Gives you that feedback and that information where you can go back and fine tune again, plan your next week better. Okay, based on what this information, and then it's giving you the tools to bring everything together. So yeah
absolutely.
Postling.
Yeah, Postling. So it's
L-I-N-G.
It's Postling.
Yeah.
And that's how you can start really working your social media and it's less time that you're having to utilize because it's doing it all for you, right? And it's free. So huge. Now I want you to know a lot of this information that I have that I've been, kind of converting to give this information to you guys today. It's by Re Technology. You guys have this free on any of, if you're with an association, you're going to be able to get Re-Technology from your association. You can search anything. It gives you statistics. It gives you all the realtor information that you could ever dream of is right there on Re-Technology. So definitely utilize this if you are an agent. It's just so incredible, all of the information that you can receive. Now, of course, we don't want too much information, right? And really, this stuff is more for us. I wouldn't give a lot of this to your clients. However, like in Postling, you can go on there and a lot of some of this stuff is actually available for you to post on your social media. How cool is that?
It's handy.
Yeah.
It's very handy.
It is. All right. Oh, we are almost out of time, guys. Wow. All right. So we'll have to maybe do a second show on social media because there's still a lot of do's and don'ts that I wanted to bring up to you guys' attention as well. So please stay tuned for next week. I think we're going to go ahead and just do it again next week. What you think?
I'll be here.
All right,
Sounds
guys.
like a good idea.
Yes. Well, all right. We'll see you guys next week. Thank you for tuning in. Bye, guys.
From Burleson to Venus and Grand